Kieran, another late goal against the league leaders. How do you reflect on that as a performance and a result?
Yeah, I think the second half was much more like ourselves, and we can take a lot of confidence and a lot of lessons from that. And I thought on the balance of the second half, we probably deserved to get something from the game. The first half was difficult. I don't think we managed to impose ourselves on the game as we would like to, and we didn't play with a conviction on or off the ball that we would like to, but it's a big step up, there's no doubt about it, and I think it felt like that in the first half of the players on the pitch. It's a big step up in terms of the level of the opponent, and we've come a long way in a short space of time. But I really liked the second half. There was a real conviction in the dressing room at half time that we might lose the game, but we're going to do our utmost to play in our identity, and if we're going to lose, we're going to do it, in our style. And I thought the second half was much closer to that. I thought it was a good game. Of course, there's a chance that they get the second goal when the game really opens up, but I also thought that we had enough chances and really good situations that should have been chances if we'd have been a little bit more clinical to deserve something from the game.
It's another goal from a substitute, and so many of them during your time in charge this season. They make a difference every time they step off the bench or changes, don't they?
Yeah, it's been a common thing really since I've been here. I think the forward players in our team know that it's very, very rarely going to play 90 minutes. We try and play at an intensity that it's hard to maintain for 90 minutes, and everyone in the squad knows that, especially in them forward areas, if you don't start, there's a very good chance that you're going to come on in the decisive part of the game and have a big impact, and that's been the case for us last season as well, and certainly was the case tonight. We knew that it was going to be a big physical effort. We started with as much physicality in the team as we could really, and we knew that if we managed to stay in the game, ideally ahead our level, but worst case if we were just behind in the game, then we knew that we had really good impetus that could come off the bench and really take the game to the opposition in the late stages and get a goal if we needed to, and that's how it transpired.
Did you think it was going in? It kind of crept in under the goalkeeper.
Yeah, look, it's good habits to follow it in, and it was quite an awkward one because you had to jump to get over the ball to try and get it down. So he did well to get it on target, and pleased that it managed to just slip in.
He's hit the ground running with you, hasn't he? You said you felt that he was up to speed after getting quite a few minutes for West Brom in December. It's 3 really exciting cameos from Jeremy now. Yeah,
we really like him. We've liked him for quite a long time, to be fair, and tried to bring him to the club in other windows as well. So we're glad that he's here. He's had little knocks into Sunderland games, so other than that, there's a good chance he would have started tonight, but it was considered better for him to come off the bench, and he's bringing us good things. There's still always a process to adapt to the intensity that we train and work at to start games, but we don't think he's far away, and he's certainly a really talented player on the ball. But again, I think what's more important sometimes, and what really endears you to the supporters and to the group, is the commitment that you show off the ball, and he's shown that from the get-go really, which has made it really easy for the players to take to him as they have.
Yeah, the comeback kings is another point from a losing position. The running towards adversity mantra that the club has. What do you put that down to, Kieran?
There's different things. We I think coming back a lot and not losing many games, which we haven't done, is a good reflection on the culture in the group and the togetherness in the group. There's a real belief in how we play and what we do, and I believe that if we do that for 90 plus minutes, then we'll give ourselves a good chance to win games or to score goals. And tonight was a little bit different. I actually thought first half the biggest issue was that we didn't manage to find that belief in ourselves and that conviction in ourselves, but we had a good chat at half time, and again there was a real intent to go out in the second half and show that. And again, I think the players really believe that, they believe in how we train and how we work, and that if we stick to the plan and try and do the right things for 90 minutes, that we can score more goals than the opposition quite regularly. So the players we've been through a good bit with the group now, and when new players come into the group, they're initiated pretty smoothly, and there's I think generally a good belief in the group about doing the right things throughout the course of the game, believing in what we do, and trusting that we'll get the rewards more often than not.
Twice Southampton have leapfrogged you temporarily, and twice you've quickly gone back into second psychologically. Is that a big boost, and is that sending a message to the rest of the league and those up there that you're here to stay?
It's certainly not on our radar at all, to be honest. Maybe for people externally to look at things like that. Honestly, we don't mention it, and I can't see us mentioning it for probably about another 15 games possibly. Right? There's so long to go. We just have to focus on ourselves. We know that we're 28 games in and we're competing with teams on a points tally wise that we've got no right to really. Our focus remains as it always has been really, on just trying to perform as well as we can. We didn't manage to do it in the first half. Second half was much better. We'll learn and reflect on that, and we'll try and go out and perform as well as we can against Stoke. And honestly, our mantra really is just taking each game as it can, focusing on performances, not results, and we'll see what the outcomes are at the end. We know we're up against we're not up against because there's a lot of good teams in this division, but we know that the three teams closest to it at the moment are abnormally strong for the division, or on course to get really, really, really high points totals. And if we spend any energy worrying or thinking about them, we certainly won't have enough energy left to be as competitive as we want to be in every game. So that's where our focus is.